Flash Austin will lead things off. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third. On a big swing there as this is high and deep out to right. And this park's not going to hold this one. It's gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
Just their first hit of the game, but boy, they made it a doozy. That may be his first mistake of the afternoon, and it's going to cost him.
Flash Austin will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
Flash Austin.
Hey, all right, here we go now. Got no out. Hey,
and he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop.
right here, kid. Try something.
Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Oh, yeah, you know, he went backdoor breaking ball with the previous.
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out to straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, and the A's have come back to make this a 3-3 game.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
Jonathan Lucroy will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Now a changeup is bounced to second. On to Moss at first, and the inning is over. Flash Austin will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Now here's the ball hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there, a base hit, so they get the leadoff man on to open up the 7th inning.
And they had to have that. This is the inning where a leadoff guy is critical. Now, they've got a few options here with a speedy guy on first to start things out.
Coco Crisp will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
guys. Hey, let's go right here.
First pitch coming. He's running towards second. Pitch is a called strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
Yeah, that's taking a big gamble right there because you'd love to have that guy in scoring position, but you're down 2 runs. So if you get thrown out, you can forget about having the tying run at the plate. Fortunately, he gets in there ahead of that throw.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
Plays it first now.
Down and away, ball 1. And he thought of taking third here, too?
Well, if he's smart, I think he'll stay right there. No sense forcing it with nobody out.
And he'll get back in safely.
Hey, let's go, big fella. This is right here.
Now a spin and another throw back to second. And a dive, but he's back in there.
All right, come on now.
And this is swung on and pretty well hit. Out to deep left center field. A leap, but it's off his glove. Around third and being waved on home. And that's going to bring in the run from second to make this a 1-run game now.
And I hope he's all right out there because he took a shot when he crashed into that wall. You're going to see it there. Bam! And this winds up going down as an RBI double.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. And here's a pitch swung on and sent on the ground to short. And that's through for a base hit. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out. Flash Austin will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Fouled back. And this ball will be chopped foul. 5 runs, 11 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Pause, now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Coco Crisp will dig in. He doubled homer run last time around. Runners going. A pitch out. The throw. And just great defensive baseball there as they will nail him at second on the pitch out. Ryan Braun will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. On the ground towards second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. Flash Austin stand in with 2 home runs already under his belt in this one. Here's a fly ball way out to right center, and no one will track this one down. It's going to fall in there for extra bases. And now third base coach Mike Gallego's going to windmill him on home. And he will score as well. And this place has fallen completely silent now as they've come back to tie it here in the 9th.
Well, this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole out there on the mound. This is all his own fault. And both of those runners are going to come around to score on what works out to be a two-run triple.
Well, there you see Brewer manager Ron Renicky out for a conference at home plate, so I would imagine we're going to see a double switch here. Coco Crisp will come up now in an RBI spot, and I imagine that infield will come in here with the game tied now.
Yeah, still only one out, so I think that's probably the likely scenario.
Ball one.
Your job right here on the mound, gotta think strikeout number one, ground ball number two. You can't leave anything up that can easily be a sac fly.
Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Oh, and he dialed that one down and got him to swing through it. It's 1-2 now.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Now a slider swung on and lifted into shallow center field. In to score easily is the runner from third, and here in the ninth, they have taken the lead.
Now batting, the pitcher, Drew.
Ryan Braun will face a big spot here with the tying run on third and the possible winning run over at first if he can find a gap somewhere. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second, and it's a base hit, and we are tied here in the ninth.
Well, you started to get a sense that this was coming. They have come roaring all the way back in this game to tie it up in the bottom of the ninth. Unbelievable.
Here's the first pitch. Here's one hit towards the hole, and that's by him into right field for a base hit. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with two gone. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Coco Crisp will step in, an RBI single this last time around. Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Now a check swing here and a little looper. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, maybe a little disappointing that he could only get 3/4 of the cycle, especially since he got the two hardest ones out of the way, but all in all, still a great offensive performance.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire